Hi there, my name is Anne-Margaret with Raise the Vibration, and today we will practice Chakra Yoga, focusing on the second chakra, Svadisthana. Go ahead and set your mat up so that it's laid out, and have a couple of blankets, blocks, if you've got a strap, great. Some alternate things to use around the house are a belt or a couple books or any old blanket you've got laying around. Let's get started. Today's theme is all about diving in. So go ahead and lift your hips up onto a blanket, turn your palms facing upwards, and close your eyes. As you begin focusing on your breath in and out of your nose, give the breath the color of a sparkly, radiant orange color, like light passing through a stained glass window. And begin to visualize that breath moving down, pouring like water into the pelvis, stirring up any stagnation or older energy of resistance, and exhaled out of the body. There's a beautiful quote by John Dryden that says, "If we are to find pearls, we must dive deep." So in the beginning of your practice here, what pearls are you searching after? Maybe it's a pearl of happiness or relatedness with a partner, maybe a goal or a manifestation of a vision that you've had. What pearls are you looking towards in your life? And as you breathe and visualize that breath coming in and out of your nose, and that element like water pouring down into the pelvis, just like the power of water, let that breath smooth out the edges within, and allowing yourself to open up to your practice today. Let's bring the hands to the low belly, one hand over the belly and then the other hand over that hand. Sending loving frequency into the pelvis. And we'll sound the frequency together of this chakra 3 times together. It is the sound VAM, V-A-M. VAM. And go ahead and release the hands and open the eyes. Good. So I wore my Culebra shirt today. Culebra is a beautiful island in Puerto Rico, right off the eastern coast of Puerto Rico. And it has one of the world's most beautiful beaches there. And we took a retreat there a few years back, and just being and practicing next to an ocean creates such a unique experience. And I know we're practicing at home today, but I want you to imagine, as we flow through a very watery and creative practice, that you are right next to this beautiful, vast, moving body of water. Water is the element for the second chakra, so that's why we connect with that element here, of going with the flow, of deep diving, of being able to smooth out our edges over time, like the power of water has the ability to do. So as you move through your practice, let your breath be steady, like the waves of the ocean, in and out. Let's start that now. Close the eyes. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your nose. Ujjayi breath. If you don't know Ujjayi, go ahead and inhale. Exhale, open your mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. Good. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale, make that same sound. Now close your mouth. Inhale. Make the same sound with the mouth closed. And then echo that sound on your inhale. Keep that going, just getting in touch with this beautiful sound. Slight restriction in the back of the throat. Good. And as you're inhaling, add some movement to the body. So inhaling, reaching the heart forward, looking up. You can open the eyes. Exhale, rounding the back. Keep that breath nice and audible, like the sound of the waves. And exhale back. You're going to do this for about 20 more seconds, so just enjoy the momentum forward and then the momentum back. So very slowly rocking and back. Good. Begin to speed it up a bit. Keep going. Beautiful. Inhale forward, exhale back. Making that nice ocean breath, reminding you of the fluidity of the waves. So we're envisioning that beautiful ocean in front of us and matching that with our breath. Very good. All right, excellent. And now switch the crossing of your legs. Come off of whatever you're sitting on. Place it to the side. And now hands on your shins. Let's take a circle around. All the way around. Can you continue that ocean breath, that ujjayi breath, in and out of your nose? Just making a nice ocean breath here as you're circling around. Beautiful. So with today's theme of diving in, we want to connect with this excitement that we feel when we're about to dive into a project, or if you've ever stood on the edge of a diving board on a pool or a cliff diving into a lake. Oof, it's exciting and thrilling, but it is scary. Let's reverse direction. So what do you have on your agenda today? Or what do you have in front of you maybe this weekend or the week ahead? Keep the circling going, getting into that movement of the water element of that second chakra. And think about the excitement that you have for what's in front of you. Even though it's unknown, it might be a little scary. Find that excitement. That helps us transcend and alchemize that fear. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up. And let's make it nice and fluid. Right hand down, exhale, side bend. Keep the motion going all the way down to the ground. And then inhale that arm all the way back up. So we're trying to match the movement. Exhale to the breath length. Keep that arm going down. And then you inhale, start the ascension. Inhale up. And then exhale, tipping, exhale all the way out the nose, hand comes down, inhale up. Good, keep this going. We're going to keep this for maybe 3 more rounds, side to side. This time I want you to imagine that you can look right into your lower back and see the massage that's happening in that sacral area of your spine, that lower back area. As you take the twist, and that right arm comes down, feel that nice stretch in your low back. Don't go too far if it's too much. Just listen to your body. Nice. And the back of that lower back area, that sacral area, is the back of the second chakra. One more time to the right. Placing that right arm down. So we are connecting to the past when we're observing the back body. And when we're in the low back, it's the back of this second chakra. Great work. Inhale, come up. Beautiful. Let's switch the crossing of the legs again. Playfully lean back. See if you can just swap them out. Beautiful. Now take the arms out. And right arm swings underneath the left arm. It's a little cross confusion for the brain. So let's do that again. Arms out. Right arm underneath the left arm. Maybe you can wrap your hands around, but if not, just press your hands back towards each other and stay here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. Exhale forward. As far as you go, just make sure your head drops fully into your forearms. Inhale up. And exhale all the way down. Keep the fluidity here as you move through the transitions with a steady breath. Exhale all the way down. Inhale up. Last time, exhale all the way down. And now let's go to the right as we begin circles. Lift those elbows high, move those hands away from your face, getting a nice stretch into your shoulders as well. Exhale as you drop your head into your forearms. Beautiful. 2 more times. Such a beautiful massage for that lower spine. 1 more time. We're activating the lower abdominals too to support ourselves. Good. All right, reverse direction. Drop the head down. Feel the circling. We've got 4 more. Take your time. Sometimes we have a tendency to rush, but see if you can just let this be fluid, listening to the length of the breath, letting that match the length of your movement. Last time, circling around, make a big circumference with those fingertips all the way back. Bring them up and then surrender them up towards the sky. Great. Arms out. Let's switch the other legs. And other arm, left arm underneath and right arm on top. So your right elbow was on top. Okay, beautiful. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tilting forward, dropping your head down. Inhale, rising up. And exhale. So as we move into the second chakra and the awareness of all the postures for opening and balancing the energy here, exhale. We're connecting with an age range, a developmental age range between about 3 and 8 years old. So our inner child is very much connected here. Last time, we're going to come down, and then now let's drift to the left first, all the way up, and circle around. Make this super juicy, so you're feeling this in the hips, the front of the hips, the inner hips, enjoying this, the stimulation of the movement. Great work. And 2 more times around. Drop the head. Don't miss out on that opportunity to release any neck tension. Let it go. Good. And let's reverse direction. Over to the left now. Down and up. And exhale. Pay close attention here to that low back. Feeling the release and the massage. Great work. 2 more times. Make this last one nice and playful all the way down and up. Reach those arms until they separate all the way up and down. Very good. All right. I want you to turn to the side, and if you have sensitive tailbone, I do, and so I like putting a little blanket underneath of my hips for any balancing on my pelvis. So we're going to sit on the edge of our blankets and lift the chest up, scoop underneath of your knees, lean back, and see if you lift the feet up to about knee height. Now you can keep your hands right here supporting your legs, but make sure you're not rounding. Lift the heart up. Pull the lower abdominals into the spine, so we're activating the front of this chakra. And lift the chest. If you like to make it more challenging, this is the most challenging. Arms up by the ears, or reaching forward towards your toes, lifting that chest, stay nice and elevated. Feel that low belly kicking in, hang in there, breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. Feel a length up through your crown, so you're not looking up or tucking. Long back of your neck. Ujjayi breath here, in and out of your nose. Make sure you hear that ocean breath. Great. Beautiful. Now open your knees, feet are together. Let's come forward and release your head and your arms. Inhale to the fullness of this hip opener in our little butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. Let's come up and do it again. All right. Lifting the feet up. Remember, you can always be here with your toes on the floor and lean back a little bit further if you're more challenged in keeping the abdominals activated here. Not a problem. Lift your heart, shoulders on your back, gazing at your toes, and if you're on the ground, bring one foot up. See how that feels. And then bring the other foot up. Arms can be here. Great, strong abdominals, getting a nice strength in that sacral chakra related to our sense of playfulness and that element of water that we're working with today. All right, open the knees, fold forward, let your head release. And exhale. Beautiful, roll up one more time. You knew it was coming, right? Bring your feet up, hands behind your thighs, here or here by your ears. Make sure you're feeling this in the belly, and you'll feel it in your legs, of course, too. If you want, you can extend your legs even more up. Just keep the chest lifted, reach your arms, spread out your toes, keep it nice and strong. If you feel it in your back, just make sure you also feel it in your belly, okay? You have to use your back muscles here to maintain this pose, but make sure you're feeling your abdominals really pulling in. Good. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Heart lifts strong. Good. Open your knees and fold forward. Really great, everybody. Drop your head. Let it neutralize with this simple butterfly posture. Okay, let the head release. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, let's slowly come up. Place your hands behind you, fingertips are pointing forward. Close your knees and then open your feet about hip width apart. About hip width apart. Now lift your hips up, coming into a tabletop position. We're using the glutes, the butt muscles here, to press the hips up even further. And then we're using the lower abdominals to point our tailbones toward our knees. So our tail is not dropping toward the floor, our tailbone is reaching toward the knees. You'll feel this in the lower abdominal area too. Good, strong posture here. If the neck is bothering you, you can drop it back or keep it nice and tucked. Good, strong legs, strong arms, and release down. Great, scoop underneath of your knees. Drop your head. It's a very active posture. Let's do it again. This time I want to turn the fingertips back behind you. Those of you with hyperextended elbows like mine, just keep a little bit of a micro bend. Don't bend your elbow, but a little micro bend so the inner hollow of that joint is suctioned in rather than punching out, okay? All right, that's for those of you who have hyperextended elbows. Fingertips point behind you, feet are hip width apart, and let's come up and take this different posture. It's gonna feel different, yeah? And now heel-toe your feet together. That's a little challenging. Keep your tailbone pointing towards your knees. And if you'd like an extra challenge, extend your left leg out. Strong, strong, strong. Keep using that left leg. Put it down. Or your right leg. And now extend your right leg forward. Use that left leg, especially that left glute. Strong butt muscle here. And put it down. Great work. Scoop underneath of your knees. Drop your head. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, now let's face the camera and go ahead and turn your blanket forward as well. So we're sitting on our knees if this is comfortable for you. If not, you can always sit up on a block. But sitting on your knees, palms on the thighs. We're going to inhale, stand up on your shins. And then exhale all the way down. Stay here, keep going. Inhale, arms up. I'm going to show you from the side what we're going to do as we change it up just a bit. Now inhale up, exhale, send the hips back, reach your arms forward. Yes, we feel quads. Inhale up and exhale down. So very fluid movement. I'm showing you from the side so that you see from my head to my knees, it's one long line, okay? And sit down. Great. Do it again. Inhale up. Exhale, leaning back. Press those toenails into the ground. That'll help you ground and make the posture a little easier and more sustainable. Inhale, exhale. You know where we're going probably if I said sustainable because we're going to now stay there. So come up, lean back, press all 10 toenails into the ground, especially those pinky toenails. And then make sure the butt is not sticking back. Tailbone is pointing towards your knees. Lower belly is up. Hang in there. You're doing great. Keep the inner thighs hugging toward the midline. Yeah, very good. And come up and release. Well done. Let's come up again. Inhale up. We're going back to that same position, and then we're going to flow here. Take your left hand down to your left ankle and then back up. Inhale right and up. Make sure you're feeling this work in the low belly. If you don't touch your heel, that's fine. Good, just reach. Now let's lift that top arm even higher if it's comfortable. If not, keep it forward. That's right. Inhale. Can you still feel that low belly working and your tailbone pointing towards your knee? Yeah. One more. Good. And come up and release down. Great work. Just circle around here with your rib cage, loosening up anything that's holding. We want to keep a nice fluidity through this practice because this second chakra in the pelvis is connected to that sense of water. So keep imagining you've got that beautiful ocean in front of you. Beautiful. All right. Now let's go ahead and stand up on our knees. We're going to do the leg work too. You felt your quads burning probably a little bit with that too. So in order to have a strong in order to have freedom in the second chakra, think of the element of water. You need a strong foundation in the root chakra, the element of earth. So the more we can feel grounded, the more we can feel connected to who we are and being in this physical reality, the more freedom we're going to have to be ourselves and let our inner child come out and play. All right? More freedom is a good thing. Now let's step the right foot out to the side. Make sure that your left hip is right on top of your knee and your right toes are pointing towards me. Arms out. We have a little gate pose, Vinyasa, so we're going to flow in and out of gate pose. Inhale. And now exhale, bring that right hand down to the shin. Left arm over. Let's carry it all the way down towards your toes. And then bring it all the way back up. Inhale. Beautiful. Let's do it again. Exhale. Right hand down. Reach the left hand toward the toes. And then all the way back up. Let's do that one more time. Exhale. Use your abdominals. Nice and supported back. And come up. All right, this time we're going to do something a little different. So let's come all the way over. Bring the left arm alongside the ear and sweep it down all the way back behind you. Look up. Exhale. Two. Nice huge circle. Light on those right fingertips. You're not collapsing on your right shin. Good. Circle it up. Do two more. Inhale. I always have a blanket underneath my knee too. My knees, just to protect them a little bit. Now reverse direction. Down toward the toes all the way up. How big of a circumference can you make here with your fingertips? It's going to determine how flexible you are. So listen to your body. Let yourself only go so far as your body says is okay. Let's do one more. Keep it nice and fluid and come back up. Great. Now let's take the left hand down. If you need a block, go ahead and grab your block if the floor feels pretty far away from you. Or you can place that second height or low height. Or you can take your fingertips to the ground, float your right hand up and your right leg up. Beautiful. Inhale, this little variation of Ardha Chandrasana or half moon pose. It's the same pose that we do when we're standing, but now we're on our knee. All right, great. Bring your right arm alongside your ear. Feel that length. And then plant your right foot back down. Bring your right arm down and bend your left elbow. Feeling that nice rainbow bridge we're making here from your outer right foot all the way to your right fingertips. Great. Try and keep a side bend so you're not wrapping your chest forward. Wonderful. Breathe. And let's come back up. Rise up onto the fingertips. And we'll switch legs. Great. Let's sit first. And circle around, keeping some nice movement in your rib cage. Great work, everybody. Other direction. So with this theme of diving in, sometimes we have to go into the unknown. And when we're doing some of our poses, they're a little unknown. It might be scary, okay? So as we move into that unknown, take your time, move slowly, and let your body tell you how far to go, okay? Listen to your intuition. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms up. And yes, we're going to go back here, leaning back. Good. Inhale, back up. Exhale, leaning back. So we have nice, strong legs. Toes are pressing down. Get those toenails pressing down. 2 more times. Tailbone rooting toward your knees the whole time. Lower belly is tightening up like you're putting on tight jeans. Zippering up those tight jeans. Good. And back up. All right, now let's go ahead and step our left leg out to the side. Make sure you've got that block ready on the other side. If you need it, it's there for you. Okay, great. Inhale, arms out. Strong, strong arms. Pinky edge of that left foot is rooting down. And you'll see my inner arch is lifting. Really lift that inner arch. Even if your arches are collapsed, just doing that, engaging that muscle of energizing that inner arch up will help your overall posture and the health and wellness of your physical body. So feel the inner left thigh also nice and active. And let's go into that side bend. Left hand down, right arm alongside the ear. Good, all the way toward the toe. And back up. Great, you'll notice that one side, I know my sides are different, one side might be a little bit more flexible than the other side. So listen to your body. No need to speed it up. Take your time like you're moving through water. Good. Inhale all the way back up. 2 more times in this variation. Light fingertips on that left shin. No collapsing. Great. Keep everything lifted. Strong belly. Great. All right. This time you know what's coming. A little different. Bring that left hand down. Right arm alongside. Let it slide all the way back and open all the way up. Great. Exhale down, all the way around and up. Good. 3 more times. Slowly moving. Notice what's going on in your body. What's going on in the side, waist of that right side, in the shoulder, in the neck. Great. And now let's go ahead and reverse direction. 5 circles around. Make sure that left foot stays nice and planted into the earth. Right? In order to have freedom, we must have a strong, solid foundation and a structure of boundaries, of healthy boundaries, to know where and when we can play so that we can truly just let go rather than having it be a scary free-for-all. All right? Let's do 1 more. All the way down and all the way up. All right, now here, we're taking a little different one, right? Taking the right hand down. Maybe you catch some air, play around. And then the right hand comes down onto the block or onto the floor. And we have our little variation of half moon. Flex that left foot. Keep it nice and solid and strong, like you're planting it into that side wall. Deep breath. And exhale. Your gaze can be up at your thumb, or it can be down at the floor, or straight ahead, whatever's most comfortable. Beautiful. Plant that left foot down. And now bring that left arm alongside your ear. We're going to create that nice rainbow bridge. Slowly lowering, bending that right elbow. Hang in there. Your back foot, that right foot behind you, is helping to balance you. Keep it a side bend rather than folding forward. Great. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath. And exhale. Wonderful. Come back up. See if you can find that little playfulness. All right, and come back up. Release the knees down. Sit back on your heels, and let's take circular spirals with the spine. Great. And other direction. Great work. All right, beautiful. Now let's go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and take everything off of your mat. Our legs are nice and warm. Our hips are nice and warm. Our torso and our shoulders, our arms, everything has a nice warm up now. We're going to move into a little bit of a flow. And as we move through this flow, remember, if you're getting behind with it, just take your time. You don't have to keep pace with us. The most important thing I want you to do is keep pace with your breath. That's the most important thing, all right? So we're going to flow in and out of postures, connected with the breath. All right, let's begin. So step your toes together, heels are slightly apart. In Tadasana, mountain pose. And remember that tailbone is pointing down rather than sticking out in the back, so your low belly is nice and engaged and lifting upwards. Beautiful. Inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach the arms up and then exhale, standing back up. We're going to do this 4 more times. Inhale. Now as you bring your arms up, can you keep the belly in the front and the rib cage knitted so you don't hyperextend the ribs? Great, let's do it 2 more times. Weight is in your heels. Spread out those toes. Let's do it 1 more. Beautiful. And exhale. Great, now we're going to come into this pose again. We're going to stay there and take the palms together, twisting to the left. And then inhale, center. And exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, center. Inner thighs are really strong. Tailbone is pointing toward about a foot behind your heels onto the floor. Keep the low belly nice and strong to support that lower back. I know my quads are burning too. Hang in there. Good. Hear your breath. Exhale. Good. Left and then 1 more to the right. And back up. Let's stand up and separate your feet. Just circle your hips here, loosening it up. And the other way. Good. All right, back to the top of your mat. Toes together. Now we'll float the left leg up towards the sky. And then we'll send the arms back as the leg comes back too. Inhale slowly up. As you move between your transition on your one-legged balance, make sure you can go slowly enough so that your body can catch up with your mind. Your mind is dictating how to slightly adjust to keep your balance. Great, keep going. Couple more times. Inhale and exhale. Great, and switch legs. Lift your right leg now. Inhale, arms up, forearms parallel. And then slide the inner thighs back by each other as you take the leg back into a variation of Warrior 3. See if you can keep a long line from the crown of the head to your heel. So the hips are staying nice and square forward. Those are your headlights. Let's do 1 more time. Exhale. Inhale back. And release it down. Great work. We're going to add on to that, okay? So let's go through the whole flow and then we'll continue. So inhale, Utkatasana, and straighten. How low can you go? Squeeze those inner thighs. Make it more challenging. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. And can you bring those arms up by the ears? Work your abdominals to keep the front ribs in. Great work. Now inhale, come to Utkatasana. And exhale, twist left. Inhale, twist right. Inhale, left. Keep it low. Keep those hips low. Great. Can you lift your toes? Woo! Yes. Inhale. Inhale left. This is the last time. And to the right. Let's come all the way up. Left leg up. And exhale back. This time I want you to bring your arms up towards the sky and keep them there. Inner thighs. Good. 3. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Great work. Send it back. Good. 1 more time. Send it back. And let's lower. Bring the arms down. And lift your right leg up. And exhale back. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale. Let's hear your ocean breath in and out of your nose. Feel those inner thighs hugging the midline. 2 more. Good. 1 more. And come back up. and lower it down. Great work, everybody. Separate your feet, circle the hips. So as you get more specific with your postures, you're working so much more, circle the other way, than when you do this when you're just starting out. Because when you're a beginner, you're just trying to figure out the coordination of it. Let's take twists. Watch anything around you might hit. Just let the arms release. We're going to add on to that. So the fluidity of the second chakra is very much like a dance. When we see a dance, not all dances are fluid. African is not always fluid, right? It's really syncopated, pop and lock in, all those fun dances. But a lot of dance is fluid. So we're going to focus on that fluidity now and move into a little bit more choreography of what we just did into something new, all right? And have some fun with it. Play with it like that inner child energy of the second chakra. All right, so from here, we're going to take the left leg back. We're going to reach the arms down. Inhale all the way up. Open the arms. Exhale. Inhale up. Good, so you've got 5 times. Slide those nails on your mat every time. Inhale. Back leg nice and strong. Last time. Great, and now step forward. Beautiful. And now right leg back. And now sweep them up and open those wings. Exhale down. Inhale. Whoop, open. Remember the inner thighs. Want to hug the midline to help you with balance. I was forgetting. Let's do 2 more. Great. And 1 more. And exhale. Great. And step the hands down. Step back. Let's pedal the heels here. In our downward facing dog, turn the head side to side. Let's hear that breath. Spread your fingers wide. Beautiful. And now walk your toes back 2 inches. Ripple through your spine. Round your back. Step or roll over the toes into your upward dog. Looking up. And then exhale, lift your hips. Let your head be the last thing to roll back over. Great. Let's do this 4 more times. I'm going to round the back, roll over your toes. Inhale, up dog, strong legs. And then ripple back. I'm going to show you a variation. Keep going. 3 more times. You can be on your knees. This is a little bit of an easier variation. And then lift the hips back up. Sitting back. 2 more times. Round your back. Looking up. Keep your belly strong, legs strong. Good. We've got 1 more to do together. Knees down or knees up. Roll over your toes. Coming up. And then exhale all the way back. We earned a child's pose after that. Put your knees down and rest. Arms can be in front of you or back behind you. Great. Just take a moment here. Enjoy this nice little respite. Inhale and exhale. Visualize that orange color that we started class with flooding in. Good. And out of the body. Great work. Beautiful. All right. Now for our next one, I want us to put a blanket down across our mat. So place it across your mat so that you have your feet on the actual mat. All right. Those of you with sensitive knees, you're going to thank me for that. Okay. We can keep the blanket there the whole time now through the rest of the class, through the rest of this Vinyasa sequence that we're learning. All right. So now I want us to come up and take a different Vinyasa that we're going to add on. So we just did 1 Vinyasa, or did 2 different Vinyasas. Now we're going to do 1 more and then put everything together. All right? Stand up on your knees. Go ahead and step your right foot forward. Swing the arms up and open to the right. And then bring the arm back up. So that right arm is making a circle the whole time. And that left arm is just kind of keeping you steady. 2 more. Watch that right hand the whole time with your head all the way back. And now step back onto your knees. Let's take the other side. Stepping that left foot forward and then opening up to the right. And down, around and up. Opening that left arm in a circle. Gaze is on that hand if you can. It's a little more challenging with your balance. Let's do 2 more times. Inner thighs are hugging the midline. Good. 1 more time. All the way out and back up. And rest in child's pose. Hands back. Forehead on the floor. And rest. Oh my gosh, can I remember all of this? Let's give it a shot. Keep your blanket where it is. Step to the top of your mat, and let's give this whole sequence a shot. Feet are together, heels are slightly separated, chest is open, the rib cage is knitted so your upper abdominals are really hugging in the inner parts of that rib cage in the front. Tailbone towards your heels. Let's do it. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale. Can you make the smoothness of the movement match the fluidity of your breath? Inhale. Make sure the toes have no weight on them. Good, 2 more. Good, exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Now let's go back. Utkatasana, knees are hugging. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Get those arms up by your ears every time. If you want more of a challenge for your balance, look up over your shoulder every time you twist. Great. Keep going. Exhale. Hips stay low. Exhale. 2 more times each side. You've got this. Inner thighs really hug to keep you moving. Exhale. Breath is deepening. Inhale. Last time to the left. Woo. Inhale. Last time to the right. Good. Inhale, stand up and let that right leg lift up. And this time we're going to do a movement with the arms as we move the leg. So arms are moving, leg is moving, arms lift to the sky. Exhale, inner thighs pass by each other for our variation of Warrior 3. Exhale. This is the 3rd time. We got 2 more. If your balance is challenged, you can also be very mindful of where you're looking. Keep your gazing point very specific. Last time. Great. Now we're going to switch it up. Step your foot back and lift the arms all the way up. Beautiful. Open it down. You know what's coming next? Get those fingertips. Exhale. Now our heart is beating. Good. And it's elevating the cardiovascular element. Let's do 2 more. All the way down, all the way up. And last time. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands down. Step back to downward dog. And walk your toes back a little bit further, about 1 inch or 2. Ripple over your toes. And then come into your upward dog. Remember, the knees can be down for this. All the way back. Ripple up over the toes. Good. Feel this fluidity. Stay with the playfulness even when it's getting hard. Good. Come forward. Those of you on your knees, I'll show you what that looks like. Good. Exhale back. Good. 2 more times. Round. And exhale back. Last time, everybody. Ripple forward. And ripple back. Great. Step your right foot forward. Place the knee down. And now cartwheel up. And take your circle. Great. Right arm is circling. Left arm is stabilizing. 2 more. And 1 more. And hands around your foot. Step forward. You made it. Inhale all the way up to stand. Great work. We got the other side. Float that left leg up. Arms lift up to the sky. And exhale. Send it back. Warrior 3 variation. Inhale up. If you slide the inner thighs past each other, the balance will be easier. Inhale. And exhale. Feel the strong, firm foundation of your standing foot. And exhale, nice and grounded. Last time, up. Here we go, let's transition all the way back to a high lunge. Brush the nails down on the floor, open all the way up and down. Back leg is super strong. Strong and straight as possible. 3 more times. Use your abdominals, pull them into your spine, and have some freedom here. These are your wings, so keep them really nice and big and free. 1 more time. Beautiful. Bring your hands down, and let's step back, downward dog. Walk your toes a little longer, and roll over your toes. Inhale, and exhale, ripple it back. Head is the last thing to come up, and then it's the last thing to go back. Keep going, those of you on your knees. I'll demo this with you guys, and enjoy. Such a nice massage of the spine. Round. Into your extension, all the way back. Great, we got 1 more of these. Ripple over your toes. Into your up dog. And ripple all the way back. Here we go. Step that left foot forward between your hands. Make sure it gets all the way. Put that back knee on the floor. And then open your left arm up. Let's find the twist. Here we go. Circle that arm down and up. And exhale. Watch that left hand the whole time. Press your pinky toenails down in the back. Good. All your toenails down in the back. That'll help to stabilize. 2 more. Yes, you're almost there. 1 more. Great, and open and hands come down. Let's step back and rest in child's pose. Great work, everybody. Deep breath. And let's roll ourselves up. Wonderful, wonderful work. All right, let's do a restorative, slightly half restorative, half yin pose. I'm going to take half frog. So if you have blocks or if you've got some books that you've got around hand, go ahead and grab them. I'm going to place the blocks on the first height and place them about 6 inches apart. So you've got some space for your head, okay? Place it right there. And now, if you've got a couple blankets, this will be really helpful. If not, you can figure it out. It's okay. You don't even have to use blocks on the floor, and you still might get a really nice shoulder opener, okay? So grab your blanket, open it up to the half fold, and then lay it down and fold it lengthwise again. So you've got a nice long rectangular support. Do it 1 more time. Folding it up so it's nice and flat and long. All right, now we'll have our other blanket. If you've got another blanket, you have it nearby. And from this 8th fold that we've got, fold it 3 times. So fold it once and then fold it again. Flatten it out. Place this other blanket right in front of you. You may use it, you may not, but it's good to have it there just in case, okay? So your elbows are going to go on your blocks. Your rib cage or your belly is going to go on the support or on the floor, depending on how flexible the shoulders are. And now we're going to take the knees are going to go on the blanket, one of the knees at a time. We're going to switch. So take the middle of the blanket and pull it up so the sides of that blanket shorten, okay? Now from here, just press down that middle part. All right, and if you're like, I don't know what's going on, how is this working? Don't worry, as long as you have a little support on either side of your mat, you'll be fine, okay? Don't worry. Now, coming into this, we're going to take one leg at a time. I'm going to show the left leg first. So the left knee is going to come out onto that blanket. The left foot is also going to come out, so you've got a 90-degree angle here in your hip. The rib cage is going to come down onto that bolster, and then depending on how flexible the shoulders are,
You can send those blocks as high as you want. Let's try it on the second height here. Palms together and head comes down. So get yourself in this position as best you can and just ensure that you're getting a nice hip opener for your left hip, and the shoulders are also getting a nice opening themselves. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths, not forever, so don't worry. Hang in there. Now as you're breathing into this half frog pose, think in your own life, where can you be more playful? Where can you dive in fully rather than just dipping your toe in and seeing if something's for you? How do you fully immerse yourself in something that you might be being held back by fear rather than propelled forward by excitement of the unknown, excitement for what is behind that curtain, or what might be possible in that relationship, or what abundance might come if you take the leap of faith that you need to in your work, or creating a project, or manifesting a vision. Great. All right, that's about 10 breaths. Extend your arms and go ahead and bring the hands back. Just get yourself back up, and let's switch to the other side. So opening the right leg now, letting the hips rest on that support, rib cage on the support, and let's take this again, but on the right side, opening that right hip. Good. And if you don't feel it too much, you can always remove your blanket underneath your rib cage. That's helping to elevate you if the inner hips are a little tighter. So if you don't need it, just take that blanket right out of the way. Good. Deep breaths. Enjoy this pose. Enjoy the shoulder opening. That sometimes can be very intense, so make sure those palms are together, pointing straight up towards the sky. Great work. Yes, deep breath. Let the fluidity of that breath continue to smooth out the inner edges. Maybe it's the inner edges of energetic resistance. Breath has a beautiful way of being able to calm down the nervous system if we're feeling edgy inside. Remember to breathe. Great. All right, just a few more breaths. Allow yourself to truly sink, like the weight of gravity just overtaking the body with the fluidity of the breath. Beautiful. Extend your arms forward, bring your hands underneath of your shoulders, and let's press back into a wide knee child's pose. Bring that folded blanket that you had in front of you underneath of your hips, and just sit back on that. If you want to take your other blanket right up into your belly and fold it over so it's a nice roll, that's nice too. And then fold forward. Just have a little compression, or a lot of compression, in your lower belly. And then just a few more breaths just to rest here. Take it easy. Enjoy this posture. Think of that thing in the beginning of our practice that you are anticipating in your day ahead, or your weekend, or your week ahead. What is that thing that's coming up, or that you know that you could dive into more fully with a playfulness, with a groundedness, a strong sense of who you are, where you are, and with the playfulness and the fluidity of water. Reminding yourself to breathe. Good. Press yourself all the way up to sit. And let's go ahead and bring our practice to a close. Just come onto your back. Take a little rest on your back, or you can sit upright with me, your choice. So either on your back in Shavasana, just letting yourself close your eyes. Beautiful, or you're welcome to sit up with me, okay? Wherever you are, close your eyes and let yourself be relaxed. Your palms are upwards, facing the sky. Remember, in order to find those pearls in our life, we must dive deeply into that darkness. It might seem like an endless abyss. But if we can find pleasure and follow the excitement of that inner giddiness of our inner child, remembering to not take life so seriously, to really truly enjoy this gift we've been given, and remembering perspective as we visualize that beautiful, vast ocean before us, where so much life and a world of wonder lives underneath. That is what is waiting for us if we have the courage to dive deep. Challenge yourself in your day ahead, your weekend ahead, your week ahead. Challenge yourself to dive deeply, to connect with your excitement, and allow the challenges of life to be more like a game. Place the hands over the low belly, whether you're seated or lying down, connecting with this energetic center. See if you can feel the breath moving into the lower belly as it finds more freedom to expand, and in the lower back. And we'll share one seed sound for this Svadisthana chakra, the second chakra, once together. That seed sound is VAM, V-A-M. Visualize that beautiful orange glow in the pelvis, like a beautiful pelvic bowl holding an orange colored water. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Anne-Margaret with Raise the Vibration and with Chakra Yoga. Until next time, be sure to keep raising that vibration, and I'll see you soon.